Excellent Nerd here with another video for you. Today we're going to talk about SUMIF together. What we have here is a basic budget, an expense sheet. We have categories, so we have home, auto, food, utilities, fun, and clothes, things that we would spend money on, who we paid that to, and then the amounts. In this particular example, we're going to separate out these categories by, you can see here, home, auto, food, utilities, fun, and clothes, and see what our overall spending is. As we add to this list, what we want are those particular categories to be summed up if the criteria matches the various categories that we're looking for. So how we would do that is hit equals, type in SUMIF, followed by the parentheses, and then it's looking for the range. The first thing we're going to tell SUMIF to do is look for the range. What are we trying to find? And in this case, the range is going to be column A, because that's where all of our categories are. So we can do A:A, and that way that gives us the entire column. We can continue to add through the rows without having to worry about running out of space at some point and having to change our formula because we exceeded the number of rows. So we're going to put a comma, and then now it's asking for, it wants to know what criteria we're looking for. In this case, the way that SUMIF is set up, whenever you're doing an equals to, greater than, less than, SUMIF is a little different than other formulas. It wants you to put those particular signs in quotations. So in this case, we're going to say quotations equals, and quotations. And then we're going to hit the space bar, do the ampersand, and we want to look for E2. So we want to grab what's in cell E2, which is kind of hidden behind here. You'll see in a second it says home. We're going to want SUMIF to sum all of the categories that where it says home, we want the amounts summed up there. So the first thing is the range. We want all of column A. Second thing it wants after the comma there is it wants the criteria. We want it equal to what's in E2 here. And I'm not going to make this absolute so that we can copy and paste this formula down and it will pick up the various categories over here. If I made it absolute, it would stay on E2 no matter where I put the formula, and in this case we do not want that. So after the quotations equal and quotations space ampersand E2, then we want the sum range, and what we're going to do is tell SUMIF that this is the amounts we want summed up, and that's in column C. So we're just going to do C:C, and in parentheses, hit enter, and you can see here that it summed up $1,075, which if you add these up, that's what all the home categories would add up to. And how we're going to pick up the rest of these is simply copying and pasting these as a formula only. And that's how you will end up picking up what's in auto, food. Notice that the cell E4 now, cell E5, E6, down to E7. That changed, so that's why it knows to add up all the various categories over here. So I hope this helps. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll be putting out more Excel videos.